So here's a video that I never thought I would be making on this channel. It seems like this whole political debacle seems to keep on seeping into every facet of my life, which I guess it should, since it concerns the person who's going to be running my country. Do I want a crook who's probably not going to see any jail time or any repercussions for the criminal actions that she's taken? Or am I gonna have literally a TV star, Donald Trump, as my president? Both options are horrible. I'd rather have Trump than lying Hillary. Honestly, I would have preferred Bernie, but even Bernie's morals are compromised with all the shit that he says. But that's not even the point of this video. Regardless of your political beliefs, I just have to point this out because this is being spammed on Derpy Buru. Tara Shong, who really has no place to talk about politics. As far as I know, she has no political footing. She's never been in the political arena. She really shouldn't be speaking on a political level, at least with the authority that she seems to think that she possesses. But because she said something, all the bronies kind of flocked to it. Apparently, they were saying that Trump's wife plagiarized, quote unquote, a speech, and they were giving examples of all the times that if you search up these words, how many speeches come up, because when you're talking about a nebulous topic such as following your dreams, it tends to be a little cookie cutter. Everything that could be said about this whole subject has already been said. Alright, so you're gonna find bits and pieces of other people's stuff in there because they weren't the original people to come up with those ideas. These ideas have been around there for years. And one of the examples they gave was from Twilight Sparkle and to Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep. And it was, this is your dreams. Anything you can do in your dreams. Anything you can do in your dreams. And I don't think they had the context for why she was saying that, but that would come up as a similar speech to what his wife said. Now, the thing is, the left is completely ignoring the fact that Obama has little scenes like this.
I haven't spent most of my life in politics, which most of you know, but I've spent enough time in Washington to know how much we need to change Washington.
I haven't spent a lot of time learning the ways of Washington, but I've been there long enough to know that the ways of Washington must change.
And they're really just looking at any kind of detail to show that no, Trump is racist, Trump is this, Trump is that, he's lying, all this shit. There's tons of things that you can actually hit Trump on, but they don't hit Trump on. There was a clip recently where they said Trump was supporting Hussein, and the very first word of it is him demonizing him multiple times. It seems like the trending tab is being used to demonize Trump on YouTube. It's really apparent the propaganda that's going on in America. This is actually quite horrifying to me. This isn't a campaign. This is just mudslinging at its finest, and it's actually just sad to see that so many idiots exist. I always knew they existed, but to such an extent, it's breathtaking, really, to think that American citizens will use so little of their brains and take everything that they're given at such face value. Even if they just decided to delve just a little bit deeper, they would see the bullshit. Like, if you're talking about following your dreams, doing this, doing that, yes, they will sound similar. I don't see a problem with someone pointing out all the different people who have said something similar, and one of those people happening to be a character from My Little Pony. That's not the point. I mean, you're complaining that he's using someone who has been literally responsible for spawning as big of a fandom that you yourself are fucking a part of, for one, that has reached millions and millions and millions of people, and you're like, oh, you can't use that, that's a joke, oh my god, how dare you use an influential figure, whether it be fictional or not. It doesn't matter. The point that they were making was that a lot of these cookie cutter speeches have been used. These phrases aren't new. Yes, you're gonna find similar phrasing in a lot of stuff, but how come we're not getting on Obama? But it seems so often that the far left doesn't adhere to logic, just like the far right. I'm not an advocate for the far right by any means. I'd be shooting myself in the foot, but I'd also be shooting myself in the foot if I was an advocate for the far left. So please, bronies, try to keep your brain inside of your fucking skulls. I know with the high density of autism that we seem to have in the fandom, that's hard to do, but can you please take 5 seconds to think before you spew something? Before you let the spaghetti drop from your pockets? I'm Faith Mullimus. Peace to Lim out.